Morning, welcome back to another edition of Backyard Growing with Walter. Today we're going to do some burnt ends using a chuck roast. Right here I got a 2-pound chuck roast. You do want to make sure that whenever you're selecting these from the stores, you do got some fat running through here, because that's what's going to make it extra juicy and good for you. I already seasoned up this side. I'm going to show you how we're going to season up this side. It's going to be the same way both. Just speeding up the process here. Kosher salt. Alright, sprinkle it all over it. Alright. Not too much, but you do want to cover it up nice and good. Take some garlic powder, sprinkle it over the top. Nice little coat. Get some black pepper. I do like black pepper, so I put a little bit extra on mine. You can always cut it back, same with the salt and garlic. It's to your liking. Alright. Push it in there. So I got gloves on. You want to kind of make sure it sticks nice and good. So with chuck roast, we're going to put this in the smoker at 275 degrees for about anywhere between 4 to 6 hours. We want to get to 165. We're not cooking for time, we're cooking for temperature. And then we'll take it out and we'll add the barbecue sauce and brown sugar and get it all the way up to 195 at that point. So now we have it all nice, good, kind of mashed in there to where it's not going to come off. I got the smoker outside preheating. It's morning, so I got my coffee. I got a little bit of screwball right here. One little shot in your coffee mug in the morning. It's good stuff while you wait. You don't want to overdo it, but just a little bit. All right, let's get going. Smoke this bad boy. Alright, here we are outside. I got the Oklahoma Joe Deluxe Rider pellet grill. I got her set to 275 degrees. Today I'm using a blend of cherry and competition flavored pellets. So I used the competition for a brisket the other day. So I got some left over, so I'm going to some cherry wood in there, get that extra little sweetness. So let's throw her on there. So what I would do and recommend is going up to the top shelf. Kind of right off to the side. My heat source is right here. It's a little white because I burned off all the grease from the last cook. We'll close it. We'll let it sit for about, say, 4 to 6 hours. I got my little instant read thermometer here. And once she's at 165, we'll wrap her in butcher paper. I like the peach butcher paper. You can use foil if you want to. It doesn't really matter. Or you can let it ride to 195, get more of a bark, but you're going to lose a little bit of your moisture by doing that. Alright, let's see what she looks like here in a few hours. Alright, so it's been 3 hours. I'm going to check it, because you never know. Alright, I should stop telling times at the beginning because it's probably done by the looks of it. Not done, but we want to reach about 165. We got 163 right there. $163 there. I always check 3 points while I'm doing this. $170 on this side. Alright, so she's good. So what we're going to do now is take her off. We're going to wrap it in some butcher paper. Let it go all the way up to about 195. So what I like to do with the butcher paper is I usually spray it with apple juice. Turns out my kids drank it all the other day. I'm out. So I'm going to cheat. I'm going to use my hose and just get this a little bit wet. Alright. What this is going to do is going to add moisture. It's going to add steam. Alright. And help it not dry out. It's inside of it. Alright. Just want to grab your meat. Wrap it up nice, tight. All right, there we go. It's wrapped up nice and tight. Some peach butcher paper. I'll throw it right back in here. And we're gonna wait till it gets to about 195. I know I said I shouldn't say times, but you never know. Let's check it back in about an hour, hour and a half, see where she's at. All right. This is just regular coffee. Can't drink too much whiskey in the morning. All right, folks. All right, here we have it. It took one more hour. I took it out. I let it sit here for 15 minutes. You want to let it rest 15 minutes or so before we cut it up. Let's go ahead and open it. Here. Ooh, it's hot. All right. That boy looks good. Let me throw this in the sink. I'll throw it away here in a second. So, here we go. Chuck roast, smoked to 195 degrees. What we want to do now is just kind of cube it up into 3/4 to 1 inch squares. And that way it'll be kind of bite size for these burn ends. Doesn't have to be perfect. You can cut them smaller if you want to. They smell good. You know, if you're really hungry and you got a good size one, you can go ahead and eat them right now. But highly recommend doing the burn ends. Tastes better. But these are delicious just how they are. So, we're kind of smoking these like brisket with a fraction of the time. So, there we have it. You know, just grab a couple of these guys here. You know, it's got a little smoke ring on it. Nice, good, chuck roast. So what we're gonna do now is transfer this over to a foil pan. I don't have a smaller one, but I'd recommend having a smaller one if you could. And all we're going to use is a 1/4 cup of brown sugar. All right. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to sprinkle it on top. Make sure they all get a little bit on there. All right. Then I'm going to use some Kansas City Masterpiece barbecue sauce, original. Just sprinkle it on there. A smaller pan would be better. We'll mix these guys up nice and good. That way they're good and coated. And we're going to throw these back into the smoker, still at 275 for another hour to an hour and a half until the barbecue sauce is all bubbly, per se. The barbecue sauce is kind of bubbling in there. And then we'll take it off, sprinkle it with some more, and then put it back in there for about 15 more minutes or so. By more, I mean just a little bit of brown sugar coating on the end. So there you have it. I'm going to take it outside, throw it on the smoker for another hour to an hour and a half until this starts bubbling up. Alright, so it's been 1 hour now. It's starting to bubble up on here, turn black. You can see that there. What I'm going to do now is set them off to the side for the last step here. Bring the camera over so you can see this. Alright, what we do is take some brown sugar, palm your hand. We're just gonna sprinkle it to where they all get something on there. Alright, doesn't have to be a whole lot. It's already got some on there from before. We'll put these back on for 10-15 minutes to allow that brown sugar to kind of melt, caramelize on there. and these will be done. All right. All right, here we are. Final product. Just took it off. Got some nice, good burn-ins. Look at that bad boy. Let's try this guy out. So good. Oh man. Not as good as brisket, but it's damn close. Poor man burn-ins, use some chuck roast. Tell you what, so I said 4 to 6 hours of that initial cook is 195. Well, this whole thing, so it was done at about 4 hours, and we did another hour, did another 15 minutes, so 5 hours and 15, 5 hours and 30 minutes roughly. So that was a nice, good meal for 3 plus a baby. So, well, not too much of a baby, but enjoy, folks. Hope you like it. Try it out. If you do, let me know in the comment section what you think of it. All right, till next time, Backyard Grilling with Walter. All right.